Hello. Hello. Welcome back. I have no idea where we are in the game, if I'm being absolutely honest. Is this on? I don't think this is on. Turn on, please. Damn it, I hate when Steam just constantly opens up on its own. Okay, now the music is on. So, I'm going to be chewing on some cough drops the entire time because I'm still getting over a cough. Whoops. This is the most annoying part of my headset, is separating my hair. Because I tried to make it so it's only the orange that sticks out, but I don't think I have my hair properly. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of purple where they're supposed to be orange. Every time I re-dye it, it's just a guessing game. Look at all that orange back there. How am I supposed to separate that? I'm just ripping my hair apart here, trying to make it look somewhat decent. Don't mind me, we'll get to the game soon. Otherwise, I hope everyone's having a good day. That looks alright. I mean, I should probably fix the camera, but why? Cause like I like this shirt, I really do. I wore this to the Rob Zombie concert a few weeks ago. Yeah, I'll go ahead and fix it. Why not? I never met someone that listen. Oh boy, my makeup. She's broken. So I've been really looking forward to picking this game up again. There we go. I hope you guys can't hear the thing in my mouth. I'm really sorry if you can. Which is, if I don't, I'm gonna be like lung coughing the entire time. But okay. So we back. Oh, I forgot my rings. I kind of want to go put my rings on. Do you guys mind? I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go put my rings on. I like my rings. Hey, Captain. Excuse me. Okay. I am back. So someone told me this the other day, that because I don't have my hands in the stream that often, and that's because I don't actually like my hands. But which fucking ring does this? I'm trying to figure out what finger these rings fit on. Your girl has girthy hands, okay? So I have to figure out what I want and where. Look at that. That doesn't even fit all the way. I need to start doing my nails again if I wasn't a warehouse manager. What are these man hands, man? Okay. That's all of them. Okay. Well. Oh, I never plugged in my controller. Well, let's fix that. I've only been streaming for like a little over 2 years. You'd think I would know what I'm doing by now. Do you know it's been over 2 years? It's crazy. Alright. There's the game. Okay. Alright, back to what we were doing. I might have to slouch here a bit. I never found someone. Oh, I forgot we were going to meet Athena.
Do have a seat. I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized its off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
You know what happened there. I had to prove my innocence.
Am I not supposed to be proving my innocence? Would you prefer I did nothing?
I'd prefer you didn't break any other rules in the meantime.
Such as? Do you have a list I can read, or do you just make them up as you go?
Mm-hmm. Girl.
You think our judgment was rash? It was.
Fix my rings.
In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end.
Fake bitch shit.
I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Like you care about Medusa?
Like you care about Medusa?
You cursed her.
She lives like that because you cursed her. Have you even tried to undo it? I'm betting not, because she's useful like this, and that's where your caring ends.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us.
Hepatitis saved us.
Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
Yeah, so you add to it? I don't trust her at all.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
I could have helped you.
Yeah, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
Hair is driving me crazy.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Unlucky for her, I talked to everybody and got all the conversations out of the way. So we're going to have a lot of conversations.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Again, if you wish. What of her?
Was I right? That you haven't even tried to undo the curse that you inflicted on her?
I wish I could remove the curse. I'm afraid the Athena who bestowed it is long gone. She was prideful, that Athena. As prideful as she was powerful, I'm ashamed to say.
The current Athena is responsible for everything she's done.
I am well aware, Grace. What is it that you would have me do, exactly?
How about you stop treating her like a servant? Maybe send her somewhere she won't be tempted all the time.
Oh, well, if you happen to hear of a diet camp for man-eating monsters, by all means, do let me know.
That's fair.
Now, if there isn't anything else?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff. A lot.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
So that's another thing. She wants to get this done quickly because she knows that if Grace remembers something that Calliope did, Athena's going to get her ass in trouble. So I don't know if Athena killed her, but I think Athena knows that Calliope knows something that's going to get Athena in trouble.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
I'm not going to
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope then?
Nunya.
I see.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
She's so sketchy.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Don't.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
My
Athena
man.
has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that
Weird.
aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh. What now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
I really wish I had an eye tracker for this game because every time it'd just be abs. Abs.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, that's true, but not entirely.
Okay.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
Idea. You, me, and story.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
I did just realize that the Minotaur's name is Asterion, which is the name of the hot guy from Baldur's Gate that everybody's playing.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No. No, I'm not.
Oh, that's comforting.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, well, do you have a way we could look into those things without encountering even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
I think that's kind of the point, Grace.
There isn't much time left, and I'm out of ideas that won't take more time than we have.
Well, there's always running, right? Grace leaves the city, goes on a world tour, becomes rich and famous. It's just me. Okay then.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on it.
I can really see why the idols call you the cheery one.
I'm sorry, but why is she here again?
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yes!
I can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far.
Yes!
If I get the slightest sense that something has gone wrong, I am coming in. Still, promise me you won't take risks.
Why does none of these have a little heart emoji?
I'll try.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Freddy distracts Hecate. Be honest with Hecate. Sneak in the back way. So my little goody two-shoes heart is like, be honest with Hecate. Because Hecate is a witchcraft goddess, so I guarantee you this is not going to end well. And this might be okay. But we would be leaving a mortal with Hecate, and that's a big no-no. Pocket. Oh, it comes with pictures. Let's be honest with her. I think we're on our good side.
Ah, so that is now.
Oh, and she knows everything.
You were expecting us?
It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
I figured talking face to face would be more civilized and, you know, less dangerous.
I appreciate your motivation, though surely you cannot think mere etiquette will change my answer.
You owe me?
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes.
What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death?
Is she a suspect?
She's an idol. I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving?
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Got it.
Oh, I would touch absolutely everything.
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now? Of all the times to not have Freddy around, she'd love this. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Hey, Calliope. She looks so sick. Ooh, the ground floor artifacts.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Touch it all. Egg.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both. What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Always stick right. I think that's what it is. Trident for Posedian.
Is this an armory too?
Come on, Grace. Apple for Eris.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Tell who? Branch. I can't remember who that one is. Ooh, the mirror.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
The scroll.
I don't even know what language that is.
Probably Greek. Statue. Oh, excuse me.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
And the mirror of Ezrid.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
Is it the mirror of Ezrid?
Uh-oh. I didn't mean anything. I didn't even touch it, honest.
Are they the Fates? They're the Fates. Oh, they're the Fates, ain't they?
Okay, then.
They're absolutely the Fates. Uh-oh.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Is it a memory?
Oh! Grace? Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Gee.
No, I won't let you.
Well,
Freddy!
you stand in front of a knife, girly. How are you gonna explain this to the cops?
Oh God. Oh God, Freddy.
Oh no. Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy.
Oh, she
You
dead?
need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Apollo, there has to be something we can do.
Grace. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not right.
Why was she here?
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
That kind of sucks.
Grace, I'm sorry. I know what Freddy meant to you.
How could that happen? Hecate said it wasn't part of the reliquary, so how...
It was an attack. It had to be deliberate. Is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I imagine.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. Perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent. Unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by in the days of old Olympus. But those surely died with Zeus. Even if they hadn't, you can't have broken any. They're not easy to overlook.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws.
Wait.
I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
They knew what they were doing. Everything they did is for a reason. They killed Calliope so they can get Grace's era of being Calliope, and then they killed Freddy to create a motivation for her to do something. I don't know what it is, but I bet they had something to do with it. Because if that mirror is meant to summon the Fates, why would it summon the Furies? I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. But I think they have something to do with each other, and I think it has something to do with the Fates. It makes sense in my head.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
Can these Fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you.
Athena!
Could it have been the Fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mirror, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
I love that logic, though. If you don't want to answer the phone, just kill the person who's calling you. It's genius. It's foolproof. Well, where'd I go?
Know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Why not ask them? You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the Fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
Oh,
Wait, what's this about some other way?
let me go grab some really
What are you
quick.
talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time.
Talk shit to my man.
I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
Yeah.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
How does one find the throne?
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
Hermes!
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do. Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Is there really no other way to talk to these Fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it, I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
Aw.
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Yes!
Wait, what? You said Hades was empty.
Your friend may, in fact, be the first new soul to enter its halls in many years.
And thus could leave it. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Can I have a heart moment with him really quick, please? Just feed me a little. The love of God. Hermes!
Shall I wait here, or...?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
He used
Oh,
their
hey,
pronouns.
if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
I just look. I know it's just like it's the bare minimum to appreciate people, like to respect people's pronouns. But I just love Hearing Persephone and Apollo respecting their pronouns. Like, love it!
Come on, Hermes. How much trouble would you be in, really? What's Athena gonna do? Leave Olympus? Get her own dry cleaning? She needs you more than you need her.
Yeah, but Athena works so hard, and it's always for everyone else.
Sounds like someone else I know. Isn't there anything that you want, Hermes?
Oh. What I want is the truth.
Tell them? Tell them what?
Here's the truth. The favor's for me. If I don't go to Hades now, I'll never find out who killed Calliope.
And then Grace will be executed.
Okay.
It's a trunk.
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo.
Oof.
Let's go.
Can I at least kiss him goodbye? No? Okay.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Love it.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
Aw.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he
Oh,
once
that
came
one.
to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
So I just want to say there was something about the Orpheus myth. So the whole thing was that his wife, girlfriend, Eurydice died because she was bitten by a snake, I believe. So he traveled to the deepest pits of hell to go to Hades and said, please, 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 give me back my wife. And originally Hades said, I can't do anything for you, dude. But Persephone, his wife, said, oh, please, like, he's clearly in love with this girl. Let's just help him out. So Apollo said, okay. Or not Apollo. Hades said, okay. But we need to play a game of trust. I will break the rules for you and let you have your wife back. But you have to trust me. You cannot look, like, she will follow behind you and you cannot look at her until you are up on, up back on Earth, or up back in the realm of the living. He says, if you look back at her before you reach ground, you will, she will be gone forever and you will never see her again. Eurydice, or Orpheus said, okay. He walked ahead. Supposedly his wife was behind him, the spirit of his wife. But just before he got to the realm of the living, he started thinking that Hades tricked him. So he turned around and looked. His wife was right there, and then she faded into nothing. That is the version I heard, and granted, there is so many different versions of this story, of like all of the stories. So I know all the versions of the stories where Hades was not the bad guy. So I just love how this game is just like Hades. So so I get a little irked when I hear all this Hades hate. But like I said, that's just because those are the versions that I knew, that I grew up hearing. Maybe I'm wrong, but do we know what the real version is anymore? It's been so fucking long. Sorry. There's a little history lesson or mythology lesson.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
What's my
In
tattoo?
our way, you mean?
Hold on.
Yes, in our way.
Oh, I can pause this. My tattoo, let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know if you play Skyrim, but it is, how do I, it's a Daedra helmet from Skyrim, and then up here is the symbol for the apothecaries in Skyrim, because that's how I make all my money in the game, and that's how I played the game for the past 8 years. Let me see if I can give you a better view of it. I don't know if you care now that you know it's a game, but yeah, there you go. It is a Skyrim helmet. Don't mind my midriff. Ugh, I love this tattoo, honestly. I just got it like a couple months ago. Welcome, by the way. I don't know if well, I think you have been here before, actually, because I don't have the little icon that says you're a new chatter. Welcome.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
I love this band. Ooh, I bet that's going to be a final battle,
The
isn't it?
ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Ooh, big boat. Oh, I forgot his name. Or it's just the ferryman, isn't it?
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Hey there! I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses, and that you're very pretty.
Aww.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
I love that. Ooh, cough drops.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
We
coming.
might have a problem.
A wolf is waiting in the
This
chimney.
bard's already
Someone's
dead,
coming.
but you can defeat him.
I can feel them howling at the
My
moon.
help.
Don't forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been.
What happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny.
No.
Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat
Okay.
you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. River keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
It wasn't your fault. How are you to react? It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die.
Corpses in crowns, tangled and trapped. Eyes full of cobwebs, only looking back. Don't you see what I see? Looks all dead to me, are both the same.
The same?
I like what you're doing, Muse, but I thought you'd be on my side.
The bard is to blame for the hell that he's been in.
Persephone, you're the reason I'm here. I'm not here to give in.
Oh, you think I will?
Can I get this through both of your heads?
Me too.
Fighting over something that's dead. I mean, you should have seen this coming.
There's no point in reasoning with him, Grace.
Oh, I believe she was speaking to us both.
I certainly wish I'd seen you coming.
I mean, I totally sympathize with Orpheus. And I'm a little worried that if I choose the Persephone stuff, I might accidentally be romanticizing her, and I don't want to do that. But yes, I agree. This music is fucking killer. Some of the music misses, like, and when it misses badly. But more often than not, this music hits. I don't know if you play Saints Row 3 and 4, but the girl who voices Grace is the main option for the female voice, and the guy who voices Apollo is the main option for the men in Saints Row 3 and 4. So a fun little tidbit. I feel like Orpheus is speaking a lot. Persephone's not speaking, so...
It wasn't your fault, you were never to blame. Hades was a monster, we were a part of his game. Orpheus, where's your fire? When will the music return?
The candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
Ooh, the Skulls of Cerberus.
You both exist somewhere on the border between real and imagined, the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of? You both deserve more, you must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
I mean... Fuck it? I wouldn't be the Queen of Hell. I mean, but at the same time, you'd be the queen of nothing. Because there's no one believes in Hades anymore, so there's no spirits going to the underworld. But the throne is the key. Take it, you have the horns. Goddamn right!
Of course not. This hell is mine.
You dare.
What the fuck? Was that a bad option?
All this talk of being trapped by the past. And it was just a smokescreen so you could take the throne? You?
I don't care about ruling Hades, but someone has to sit here to contact the Fates, right?
And for that, you needed to usurp my rightful place? Oh, don't make me laugh.
I honestly don't care what you think. I'm gonna finish what we came here to do.
I don't like
You
Persephone
think that
anyway.
taking the throne will help you? Go on then. Please, show me your power, oh great queen of Hades.
Freddy, are you out there? Freddy, if you're here, if you're anywhere, please.
Problems?
Is there some trick to it? Or are you not gonna tell me now?
I'll let you in on a little secret, Grace. There is no bringing back your friend. There never was.
And the Fates?
Oh, they hear you. They simply don't care.
That's it then. We came here for nothing.
I doubt the Fates would have responded even to the mirror, Grace. And the boundaries of death cannot be commanded away. Not even by the ruler of Hades.
Then what is this throne good for? Just a fancy chair? Bragging rights?
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Demeter. Aw, Freddy! Yeek. Oh, wow. Actually got to hug her.
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
Huh? You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope! Hi, by the way, Rox.
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My
don't...
Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
Wait. Hold on. Were they, like, more than friends?
I, guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
I'm still confused about the soul.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. It's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
Oh, sorry, Rox. You asked me how I'm doing. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about this game, like, all week, so I'm glad to play it again.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
Any excuse to talk about Apollo.
Start with Apollo. How is he involved in all this?
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, Why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
None of this is your fault. That kind of seems to be the theme with all the stuff I'm telling Grace to say. It's like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault except Athena's. I was about to say something really mean about Athena, but I used to be Wiccan back in high school, and Athena was my goddess, and I'm like, younger me is like, don't fucking say it, and I'm like, okay, I won't.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
I knew it!
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
I knew it. Sketchy shit.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Aww.
Do you blame Athena for what she did?
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
Well, I blame her. And Apollo for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
I hope I didn't accidentally romance Freddy, because that's not what I want.
So many years of history, fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
Oh, our shoulders.
It's time to go. Deep within my soul, you will remain with me, a best friend through the dark. Gone, you're irreplaceable. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I. I was not prepared to die.
Hold on. How do I... Hello? There we go. I'm curious if I just cemented her fate. Let's see. I did the Orpheus thing. I'm sure we'll fix something.
But Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddy,
Don't.
I gave everything to watch you go. I know.
Now it's time to go. It's time to go.
That sucks. I'm sure it'll be fine.
You've returned. And I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy, how you warned her, how you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I forgive you. You're hot. It's fine.
You were trying to protect me, right? You didn't want me to share Calliope's fate?
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at.
Fuck off, Persephone. No, no, hubby!
I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Does there still need to be a trial? If we go to Athena privately, maybe we could work out some kind of deal.
She won't make a deal. All that will afford her is a chance to kill you before the trial.
She tried that once already.
And your friend died as a result. No, it's a clever thought, but Athena needs to be challenged in front of everyone. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great.
Honestly, we should have used a condom. We got distracted. Honestly?
Oh, that's my phone. I'm like, what, oh, Apollo. I'm like, I thought that was like a notification. I was like, what notification is that? Let's see, stop. Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the right track for, hitting on Apollo. Can I kiss him now? Let me! Oh, the Oracle.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Is he okay? He left my place pretty upset. I'm concerned.
Oh, you're concerned. Well, I guess the rest of us just better get out of your way, huh? Look, I'm not stupid. I don't buy into this god crap, but I know Paul and the rest of you are not on the right side of normal. Even so, Paul is a good guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to talk to you.
It's
Bullshit.
all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I didn't mean for it to end up this way.
So you've said. I'm more worried about you, actually.
Worried about me? After all you've been through?
I lost Freddy. I can't lose anyone else.
When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
I don't want to be. I'm worried about this response coming off as accusatory. Because I wanted to be like, but you don't know everything. Maybe it'll be better. I don't want it to be like, but you don't know everything. Why do you think you know everything? That's just.
You don't know everything, Apollo. Half the problem is that you and every other idol thinks they do.
That's what I was worried about.
What do you mean?
Trying to prevent the prophecy is what's making it come true.
So you want to, what? Stop trying?
Maybe.
I hope this doesn't change things between us. You've come to mean a great deal to me.
Please. Heart. Damn it.
I feel the same way, Apollo.
Yes!
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
You'd better.
Why can't I hit on him? Oh, that's Calliope.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
How about you? Are you okay?
Oh, I am many miles from okay, Grace.
Don't you want to talk about it?
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Well, I forgive you, if that makes it any easier.
You forgive me? I should be the one forgiving you.
Well, do you?
Fine. Yes, if that's what you want, yes. Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Eventually I will. I'll always wonder what I might have become.
I never gave it a second thought before. Now I wonder.
That was it. Alright, let's go talk to Pan Boy.
Pan? Are you here? Pan!
I think I'm gonna hit on him next. My next playthrough.
Alright then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
He's adorable.
No, I, wanted to apologize.
Apologize? To me? Well...
For thinking you might be behind Calliope's murder. Turns out that's not the case.
Oh, then you've learned something, haven't you? Something not exactly pleasant. I see. Isn't that always the way? Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
What playthrough is this? The Apollo playthrough. I'm trying to see how much I can hit on Apollo this one. This is my first time playing this game, so I refer to walkthroughs, and it's literally just saying pick him over Persephone and keep using his heart moments, and I've done that, so tell him everything. Why not?
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, How could I?
That's Cyborg's
So what
voice,
now?
by the way.
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
Yeah, from Teen Titans. That's Cyborg's voice actor.
I don't want to be responsible for the idols dying out. I don't know how it could be, but what if it's true?
Then we die out. It's not that complicated. And if you're responsible, surely you'll have a good reason. Frankly, change is long overdue.
Think of him saying,
Continuing
"Booyah!"
on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Pad saying "Booyah" sends me. Oh boy, a trial at the community building. Love it. Ah, this is where the thing happened at the beginning. Oh.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
Like a boat
Knew it.
lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart, we remain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart, you remain. I do not sail in vain.
That was all the previous users of One for All. Just saying.
Okay, here we go. Hello?
Don't eat the fucking cookie.
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Athena, we really need to talk. Like right now.
There's nothing left to talk about, Grace. Whatever you have to say, you can say it at the trial. Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
who? It's a hoot hoot.
Is this
Aphrodite.
a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we?
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
And you'll be the one deciding which of those extreme measures is implemented, right? You and no one else.
When has there ever been anyone else? Each of you is here because I brought you here. I protected you. I carved out this space in a strange land so we could survive. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look out for you. I will save you. Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
You'll do anything? Tell them. Let them know what that anything includes. Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it, just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
No, I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy? Tell them.
Yes, it's me.
It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do. It's not
just you. Time to put you in check. There are other idols too. You irritating speck. Aren't you aware? It's time. These people time to wring your neck.
This I know. Once the muse is dead.
No, look at her. She's got the same face as me.
They'll burrow in my head. What did I do?
What didn't I do? She gets it.
All this time, you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom. That's what you bring. Is that still true?
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. You're ready to throw this away.
It's about time, Apollo. Like, there we go.
To throw us aside. I'm not hearing wisdom here. I'm hearing pride. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all. You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered
Cloistered.
children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through. Cause and effect.
They're stylish, though.
This thing more blood, you'll feel regret. I know you know I'm right. You feel it deep inside. If I stop now, Olympus is wrecked. Cause and effect.
Baby!
So romantic.
Captain, you wanna come up?
I wouldn't wanna be cut to pieces with just anybody.
Would you sit down?
Really? Pan, you?
The way I see it, if you have to take Grace, then you definitely have to take me.
No.
I was so low, I nearly withdrew. Now I'm here because she inspired me.
Aww. Doing. If this game don't end with a big old kiss, I'm gonna be mad. Not from you.
Me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're wrong, looking on at her stranger wearing just how long has she been in place?
I'm pretty sure she acted on her own.
Give it time, you'll find even an island drift. You don't notice 'cause it only moves in teeny tiny shifts.
There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is.
Punch her, she deserves it.
Leave it up to you what to do with this.
I can't. I won't. I'm too nice. I forgive you. Your time as leader is over. Yeah. I think they just need to
These years you ruled this place. I think it's time you made some space. Enough of you. It's overdue. Step away. Let it go. Fresher hands should steer this boat and sail it to
give it to Hermes. I swear to God, if she gives it to me, I'm gonna be mad because I am so not qualified. Take a picture, Captain. Hubby! And others.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
I think it's about time, don't you?
I like it. Man in charge.
Responsibility suits you, Apollo. Maybe one day you'll even button up your shirt.
Well, fortunately I won't be in the position long enough to find out. We've decided to disband the chorus. No more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
You all agreed to this? No argument?
Oh, we don't do anything without argument, dearest.
It's what Calliope fought for. It seems appropriate. I only wish you were here to see it.
Calliope would definitely approve.
Yes, well, it'll be up to us to pick up the pieces if this all falls apart.
We have to try. What other choice do we have?
What about Athena? She can't be okay with this.
She won't fight it. She said, and I quote, "Whatever your decision, I will abide by it."
That's a switch.
The fight's just not in her anymore. She was so certain she was doing the right thing.
It must be tearing her apart now that she's failed.
Well, we'll see how long this new Athena lasts.
It's hard to picture the idols living without rules. Medusa comes to mind, for instance. Think she'll be okay with mortal laws?
Medusa has offered to live in the reliquary. Frankly, I think she's relieved. As for the others, I suppose they'll have to answer to mortal authorities now.
These authorities. Do you think we could ask them about Hephaestus?
I don't see why not.
Yes, ask them about hepatitis.
I have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
A band.
I was hoping you might.
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
How are you gonna prove it?
Could you all give Grace and I a moment?
Yes!
Please?
Yes! Yes!
Well, you did it. You survived.
Was there ever any doubt? Okay, maybe there was a little doubt. How about that last song, though?
It certainly did the trick, yes.
Did the trick? It was amazing.
I want you to know that I'm not going anywhere. Whatever happens when we reveal ourselves, whatever comes, I go where you go.
I could get used to that.
I wouldn't be crimping your style?
Crimping?
Is that how you say it?
If you're 75, sure. Maybe let's get your vocabulary into this century at some point.
I was hoping you'd say that. What do you say, Grace? Ready to face the music one more time?
Fucking kiss.
Always.
Assholes. Kiss! Weird fridge.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm
And she's
exhausted.
pregnant.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Apollo.
I'd like to know what you've been up to, Apollo.
Other than whining like a sad puppy every moment that you've been away?
I haven't been... Well, all right. Maybe just a little. But mostly, I've been taking charge of the idols remaining at Olympus, helping them ease into life with the mortals.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
But Apollo barely knows how the world works.
Well, that's what makes it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
I've also been tidying up the beach house, finding the Oracle a new place to live.
A new place to live? Why?
So he can invite you to live in his little beachside hovel, that's why.
I was going to say that myself. Later, when you were finished and back for good.
I really like that idea. Assuming you've hosed the entire place down a few times.
I'm in charge of the renovations. I'd have preferred to burn the entire place down and start over, but...
It's quite livable now that Persephone's had her way with it. We can talk about this more later.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not yet, though I may be selling the club very soon.
To who?
The underworld? Why?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither. That said, I've been itching for a change. I believe it's time to move on to something else.
Do we get to know what that something else is?
No. you don't. I came by to offer the Queen of Hades my regards. You likely won't see me for quite some time.
Oh, right.
You will be missed, sister. More than you'll ever believe.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
The revelation of the idols to the mortal world went far better than she could have dreamed. I think it shook her.
Well, she was wrong about a great many things.
As the goddess of wisdom, that's not an easy realization. So she left. Back to the old world.
Back to the old world? It's a long way to travel by herself.
Well, I asked her to go. There's so many of us who went missing during the war. The idols going public might bring them out of hiding. Athena wanted to leave, and this gave her a purpose. We'll see if anything comes of it.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Aww.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
I love that.
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains?
Let's call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
I thought for sure they'd go into hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol, doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
She
Venus
started
has
a
painted
Patreon?
most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
I'm trying to look at all the pictures.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Shouldn't we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess? I do not.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You should hear Asterion then. His gushing puts hers to shame.
Hi, Yuri.
I'm happy for them both.
Hi, baby.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
Aww.
Oh no.
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so She asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere. It was her decision. The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Hepatitis.
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
Hi, Yuri. So what's her name? Hecate can change size, so she could be normal size or she could be like massively tall.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the underworld, in Calliope's honor.
I'd like that, actually.
Persephone, could we just meet you there?
Fine. I will, however, begin drinking without you.
These two better fucking kiss. I swear to God. I worked my ass off for you two.
Something on your mind, Apollo?
You're
You,
so
Grace.
loud.
It's always you.
Take my hand for a minute. Let's stop and breathe for a moment. There's so much to like. Now I've opened my eyes, finally stepped into the light. Wouldn't you know it was here the whole time? The courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. I now know it's true, the answer is you. And I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
You know she rocks his world, just saying.
How will you feel years from now? Everything's changing so fast.
We have eternity to work it out. With you, I think it will last. The courage we need to be joyful, something you've helped me find. No matter where we go, we'll take it slow.
The fuck we will.
And I'll hold your hand all the while. The courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. No matter what we do, the answer is you. And I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
Yay! Goth girl and the surfer boy. Love it. Wait, what? I didn't get a chance to read that. What does this do? Skip. Are you okay, credits? Okay, well. I love how the one thing I wanted to see the entire game was literally the last still of the game. I would have loved if there was a way for us to save Freddy. Is there a way to save Freddy? Stray gods. Save Freddy. Oh, I had to have called for the Fates and not Freddy. Well. Oh well, we have to live with our choices. But, okay. That was a very cute game. I might definitely play that game more in my spare time and try to get the way to get Freddy back, but that would be in my spare time. We no longer have a game to play for stream days, so if you guys have any recommendations that you think would be right up my alley, you can always let me know. You can reach me on all my social medias. I think you can even message me on Twitch, and I will be able to find it. I'll be able to see it. I haven't really messed around with Twitch Messenger too much, but I'm gonna go. Yuri, I know you always have game recommendations. Seven Nights Ghost. Is this a game that you think I might actually enjoy, or is this just a game you want me to enjoy? Because there's a difference, my friend. I'm bringing it up right now. Let's see, Seven Nights Ghost. Seven Nights Ghost. It's a spooky game. I can't play a spooky game. Or maybe. What is this? A heartwarming horror game about exploring in a mysterious company house and living with a ghost for 7 days. Okay, that actually sounds really cute. It's a dating sim. Alright. We'll put that one on the back burner. I'll have to take a look at it because I don't do jump scares too well. But, I mean, if it's a cute little fuzzy game, then maybe. Especially with Halloween coming up. What is the new... Sorry. What is the new Dark Pictures game coming out? Even though I don't think I'm gonna like it, but... when is the new Dark Pictures game coming out? November. Once again, it's gonna miss the Halloween season. It does this every year. They always miss the Halloween season. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if we're gonna play it though, because I don't like space. I don't care for it, and this game takes place in space. But I'll see if anything new comes out on it, but I'm gonna go. I'm tired, as you can see. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Yuri, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Who else was here today? Rock stopped by for a bit. Lively, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you on Friday. I'm considering changing the schedule to Tuesdays and Thursdays just because, you know, the last thing you want to do on your first day back at work for the week and the last day is go home and work again. But we'll see. But okay, I love you guys. You guys have a great night. I'll see you on Friday. Unless I decide to see him Thursday.